Hi everyone, welcome to DOdaily, Monday Motivation. It's Des here, looking to start the week in fine fashion, determined, positive, enthusiastic about the things I've got to do. But for now, I'm just out and about, getting in a walk, get some activity in, never missing a Monday. Hopefully you've had a fantastic weekend. For me personally, it was a little quieter than normal. And sometimes when I think about what I'm going to talk about on DOdaily, of course all I'm trying to be here is relatable and honest and pass across where I'm at any given time. It's not always easy to know what to say if not very much is happening. But today I thought it'd be a great opportunity to almost use that. Anybody who's tuned in recently will know last Monday I was full of excitement and euphoria from that big football game that I'd waited so long for, that had stirred up so many emotions. But having had a little bit of time this week, it's really helped me settle down and realise some of the things I need to do around all the good times. Don't get me wrong, there's things to look forward to at the end of this week. Got a couple of days at the test match, more of what I enjoy, watching live sport, being out in the fresh air. Got everything to do in terms of DOdaily in the process and all the running clubs and things like that. So plenty to do, but just starting in that slightly calmer frame of mind, it's just helped me sort of process one or two things and realise what I need to do. And at a point where I'm now 3 months from the wedding, 4 months from the London Marathon, things I've got to really prepare myself for mentally, get excited about, look forward to, do things in preparation for, both sort of mentally and physically. Got to get myself into shape. I think just having this time after everything that did happen last week, and then coming through the weekend and sort of trying to refocus on what's ahead, is put me in such a good place with it. I feel like I'm ready to really attack it now. It feels like all those things that have come along have been somewhat of a treat. It's not just my treat, it's there for everybody, but it feels like they've been good, great, and now I've got to spend some time doing the things I do to keep myself feeling great in general on days like this, times like this, when in reality there's not massive amounts happening. But that doesn't mean we can't start as we mean to go on. We can't try and find some of that inner determination. Use a Monday. The fact for me personally, it's 3 months to a big day, it's 4 months to another big day. Time is a great way to measure what we're doing, and like I say, it's just important for me to almost pass across that situations are just really important to take advantage of when there's not much going on. It's easy to be inspired sometimes by the big cup finals or the big occasions, the big events, but for me now it's almost, like I say, about digging deep, pushing on, realising that if I stay fit, healthy, well, strong-minded, when the next one comes along, that'll be amazing too. And I'm going to get so much from the 2 occasions I mentioned, and a lot more in the meantime, to be honest. Really sort of looking forward to those. But for now, I just have to realise that what happened is important. It was massively important to me. Anybody who watched the episodes last week will understand that. Learnt me so many life lessons, so much about myself. It was really important. But what I'm refusing to allow myself is to get into this kind of come down state where it'd be easy just to sort of drag it out a bit too long, and then when that realisation that it is finished, it's over, you can allow yourself just to sort of get a little bit depressed that good things aren't happening. I'm happy, I'm content, and I'm not sort of forcing that, you know, every day I feel that. And on days like this, I know it. I absolutely know it. And that's just because I do all the things I do. I try and keep this structure, try and maintain my activity levels. It's not been brilliant at that, but I realise I've got to do a little bit more. So not having big things to go at, distractions in many ways, good distractions, you know, I wouldn't change them for the world, but not having those massive distractions gives me an opportunity to refocus on me personally and the things that make me work, make me tick, make me sort of feel good about myself. Spent a lot of time in the last few weeks feeling good about situations that in reality are beyond my control. And don't get me wrong, I've invested time, effort and energy into those, as well as lots of money. So it does make me feel good. But I also know there's no greater feeling sometimes than feeling good, because it is something you've done. And at the start of this journey, do you know, it was all about, I've probably said this story many times, but at the start of me wanting to make self-improvements, get into running, it was just started for a bit of weight loss. And I started feeling good about myself. I started seeing the numbers, you know, I started running, started achieving in that sense. And it feels absolutely amazing when you're doing it. And what I learned as much as anything last week was, yes, that was absolutely amazing what happened. I enjoyed a great sort of feeling watching Forest, making friends, but it just reminded me as well that how much I can sort of dictate how good I feel. You know, that's been brilliant, but for many years it's not been brilliant. It's not been something I can control. I'm always saying don't be defined by things you can't control. But now, when there isn't the big occasion, the next big thing to go at, you know, it's about the way we look after ourselves. I'm gonna allow myself not to be distracted too much. You know, we've got to have a good time, we've got to enjoy things. I've already mentioned the test match at the weekend, but it's time to refocus. It's time to knuckle down. I've done it before. I mentioned the weight loss there. I lost 6 stone in 6 or 7 months. I don't need to lose that much now, but I need to lose probably half that to be in a position I want to be for the wedding, first of all, and then for the marathon. But that means change. That means going back to some of the things I know work. It means not allowing myself to be distracted. It means dedication to the cause, just like with all the football, and following that, supporting that, being around people that make me happy. You know, I've got to show that kind of dedication again to my training, to myself. I know I can do it. I've been there. You know, I've probably been a little bit guilty at times of knowing I can do it too much. A little bit of complacency crept in at times. Don't get me wrong, it's not always been that. There's been injuries, there's a period of illness I had. But now, this little bit of downtime, don't get me wrong, I'm still busy in so many ways. Still got lots of things to do on a regular basis. Still got so much structure. But now, this little bit of downtime gives me an opportunity to really sort of take in what I need to do, evaluate where I'm at, and keep pushing forward. And on a Monday, it's as good a time as ever to go again. Always say we go again. Looking forward to getting back into some real structure. You know, everything that's happened has been amazing. I wouldn't change it for the world. But we can make the future better as well. And whilst I'm not planning on changing too much or changing the world, I do want to feel those achievements, that accomplishment, you know, and that feel good from putting myself back into the shape I want to be. When I'm feeling it, you know, I'm all over it. I'm hoping to put that message across in the coming weeks and months, and really get back to a point where these daily motivations we do daily are fully adhered to. They're there for a reason, to encourage a bit of activity on top of feeling good and staying on top of our own mental health. They're there for that reason, and I'm really sort of looking forward to using them to full effect again and pushing forward in my own humble world. That's what's important. In time, things will come back, those big days, the football will return as well. But for now, I just want to put a bit of focus into what I'm doing, drive forward, keep pushing on, keep being honest, relatable, real. As you've seen today, it's just a recollection, an evaluation, and my thoughts kind of swirling around about how I approach it best. And that's all DOdaily is about. I'll be back tomorrow with Tuesday training, where I'm looking to really kick in, get in a couple of sessions. It's going to be tough, but I'm going to have to break through the tough bit to really push on and get back to a point where it becomes that little bit more enjoyable and that little bit, not easier, it's never easy, but a little bit easier in terms of finding the motivation to do it. Mondays are all about finding motivation. If you've enjoyed the episode, guys, if you want to check back on any of the previous ones from last week to fully understand what I'm talking about and about the come down and the feeling, please do. But give this episode a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check out Tuesday training tomorrow. Just doing it.